Hi, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today, I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the last frontier, Alaska. Obviously, every state is different. Everyone knows that. But what most folks don't know is that this applies to SSDI, or Social Security disability insurance claims, as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in has a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step of the process. We track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers in February, as we do every year, so this Alaska data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's a lot of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. There's the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. The first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration, follow all the rules and all the regulations. And as you can see from this chart right here, over the past year in Alaska, about 55% of initial applications for SSDI were getting approved. You can see how that compares to the national average of 38.4%. It's a pretty sizable difference, about 17%. You can also see how Alaska has done over the years, going back to 2010, and we can see that since 2016, Alaska has continued to improve while even still staying ahead of that national average. Now, as we made this video in February 2021, Alaska ranks 3rd in the nation in terms of rate of approvals at the initial level. But still, even with that, almost half of all applicants are denied on their first try in Alaska. If that makes you a little worried thinking about your own application, well, sure, that's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic, there's people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates, who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chances of success. And if you want to see how an advocate or a specialist local attorney can help your claim, click the little banner up in the top right. You can watch a video all about it. The second reason not to panic is that being denied an initial application does not have to be the end of the road. When people get denied at initial application, typically they'll appeal that denial and ask for reconsideration. Recon, as we call it, is handled at the state level as well. It's pretty rare for people to actually get approved at reconsideration. You can see this from this chart. The data pretty clearly reflects that. Alaska has an approval rate of 20.7%. It's a decent amount ahead of the national average of just 13.7%. You can see how Alaska has done going back over the last 10 years as well. And although Alaska recently fell off by about 3% in the last couple of years, they've continued to stay above that national average. Overall, in 2021 so far, Alaska ranks 4th in the nation in terms of approval at reconsideration. Now, the majority of people who apply for SSDI across the United States have to go to the 3rd stage of the process called the hearing. We got a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube too, all about the hearing if you want to get the details. You can even see what a hearing is actually like. Again, click the banner up in the top right. But the short version is, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you appeal that decision, you go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration. And this is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, usually several, SSA hearing locations throughout the state, and each office has its own waiting time and its own approval rates. Now, it turns out Alaska has only one office, and it's in Anchorage. Obviously, because there's only one office, it's going to have the exact same numbers as does the state overall. We'll take a look at them now. In this chart right here, you can see how Alaska, and their one office, fares against the national average for approval rates at hearing. It looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Alaska's hearing approval rate is coming at 29% on average compared to the national average of 51.1%. Alaska ranks last in the nation. But realistically, this low approval rate at hearing is probably because they have pretty high approval rates at initial and reconsideration. Now, when you appeal a decision and ask for a hearing, it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. And of course, we have a video all about that too. Again, click up top right. Taking a look at our data in these blue bars here, we can see that Alaska, the Anchorage office, has a waiting time of about 10.2 months on average. Compare that to the national average of 11.4 months. Not too shabby. We can see in these red bars in this chart that Alaska has that hearing approval rate of 29%, comparing it again to the national average of 51.1%. And so we can say that although Alaska has a generally shorter wait time than the national average, which is good, their approval rate is significantly less. As I mentioned, that's probably because they have those higher approval rates at initial and at reconsideration. So for 2020, going into 2021, Alaska ranks 10th in the nation for waiting times, but last in the nation for approval rates at the hearing level. The important thing to remember here is that these waiting times we're talking about for Alaska, for the Anchorage office, are average waiting times. Some folks may get their hearings quicker than these average numbers, but some people are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than those average numbers. Now, we've got a lot more data about Alaska at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it out by visiting us, clicking onto our state-by-state page, and then clicking into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. Now, if you're thinking about applying for SSDI, no matter where you are in the country, we strongly encourage you to get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at these numbers, you want to have the best possible chance at getting approved. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits, and we've been doing this for over a decade. No advocacy firm is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. If you'd like to see if we can help you, just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you can call us at the number on the screen. Thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the last frontier, Alaska. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button down there and ring the bell so you can get a notification when we publish more videos. Also, tell us what you think in the comments section below. We got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it works, and how we can help you. So please feel free to explore on the website and here at YouTube. I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching and have a great day.